Hey, it's Greg Harrelson here, and I want to talk with you about marketing your property on Facebook Marketplace. The question that I know the answer for, but I'm going to ask the question, wouldn't we all like to double dip our listings a little bit more often? Well, in order to double dip a listing, you have to have a buyer for your particular listing. And that's what Facebook Marketplace is for. It's for us to add listings to the marketplace. It's kind of like a classified ad section. Generate leads from that marketplace, and those leads are only for our specific property, which would be your listing. Therefore, you have a better chance of setting appointments with buyers on your own listings and double dipping those particular listings. So I just want to talk to you a little bit about the how you do this. Number one, this only works on a smartphone. So you cannot go to Facebook Marketplace on your desktop. I don't believe you can unless something's changed. You can only access this from your smartphone. So open up your phone, go to Facebook on your Facebook app. So you got to have your Facebook app downloaded. Go to Facebook, and then on the bottom of your screen, you'll see a few icons. If you'll click on the icon, usually it's in the middle, kind of looks like a little storefront. Click on that, and it's going to take you to the marketplace, and you'll see all kinds of things advertised. I mean, every type of product can be advertised on here. So you could scroll and look and see what's for sale in your particular area. But if you'll look at the top left, you'll see that there's a little button called Sell. Click that Sell button. Now, all of a sudden, you go to another screen where you can upload a photo. You can put in a description. You can put in a price. You don't ever want to put in the address, but you want to put a description. You can put a price. You can put information about the particular property or the item that you want to sell. In our case, it's the real estate. It's the piece of real estate that you just listed. And then you can hit Submit. It's that simple. So this is extremely fast. It's free, and it gives you exposure, your listing exposure, to all kinds of people that are searching through Facebook Marketplace for properties. So now that it's on the marketplace, you can let your sellers know that you did this. This is like a value add. Hey, Mr. Seller, one of the things that I do to attract buyers for your specific property is I go to Facebook Marketplace and I upload pictures, a description, and I start marketing to everybody via Facebook social media channels throughout the Columbia or Myrtle Beach or Charlotte or Charleston areas. Wherever you may be, you can actually say that. So it's a value add in the sense that it's something else you're doing for your seller, but it's also putting you in position to generate leads for your listing, hence giving you a chance to double dip that listing. So you want to go ahead and go to Facebook and just test it out and see what happens. Now, I will say there's a few things. I've got a few rules here or a few additional thoughts that I want to share about this. Number one, tell your sellers that you did this because you want to get credit for it. You want them to see that you're working. Number two, I suggest you have a link kind of saved on your phone for that property. So go to the internet, find your property on the internet, preferably our website, copy that link, and then whenever somebody does request information, what you can do is give them a short answer and then give them the link to the property so they have more details. Okay, that's just a tip that could save you some time, and it really will answer all the questions that the buyer had, or at least the majority of those questions. The next thing is always ask the lead. If somebody says, hey, is this property available? Or how many bedrooms does it have? Or is there a HOA? Or is there taxes? Whatever question they ask, go ahead and answer the question. But also ask them this. Is there any chance that you can look at the property in the next day or so? In other words, always ask them if they're ready to look at the property. You know, just say, yes, yes, it's got a 2-car garage. And just curious, are you available to take a look at the property? Are you available to preview this property with me in the next few days? Ask that question because the goal is to get face-to-face to set an appointment with these particular buyers. The next thing here is I want to warn you, if you put really low price properties or say mobile homes that are $30,000, you are going to get overwhelmed with leads. So be a little bit more careful. If you're going to do a lower priced property, then don't do 5 that day. because that lower price property is probably going to attract a lot of leads. Now, the quality of those leads seem to be a little bit lower, but look, you're trying to sell this property for your seller, and it'd be nice to double end it, especially since it's a low price. If you could double the amount that you make off that, it sure would make it worth it. But I just wanted to warn you that don't put too many. I would just start with one that particular day or for a few days to see the lead volume, and then you can kind of throttle it up and add more as you feel comfortable with the volume of leads that are coming in. And then last but not least, don't be afraid to ask for their cell number. Don't be afraid to ask for their cell phone number. A moment ago, I said, go ahead and make sure that you ask if they can view the property because we want to get in front of them. But you can also ask, hey, just curious, what is your cell number? I'll text you some additional information. Or what is your email address and cell phone number? I'll send you some additional information. What will happen is that'll kind of weed out the tire kickers versus the real buyers. So if I was to get 20 leads in the next few days, and I asked them all, "Hey, are you available to preview the property in the next 2 days?" And then I asked them, "Hey, I'm just kind of curious, what's your email and cell number? I'll send you some additional information." If I was to get 20 leads, I bet you only 4 or 5 of them will give me that additional information. And those are the 4 or 5 that I want to focus on. See, we're not going to be able to work with all the leads that we generate through Facebook Marketplace because some of them just aren't going to be that good of quality. But if we ask them a few questions and ask them to jump through a hoop and give us some additional information, you'll see the quality will rise to the top. I hope this information is helpful. I challenge you and request that you take this tip and apply it today. Execute this today and see if you can generate leads for yourself, for your listings, and for your sellers. I'll talk to you soon.